Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing a few tips that I have learned along the way on how I highlight and contour my face. I had a couple girls ask if I could do this video on how I do it, so I am going to share what I've learned along the way, show you my routine that I do to get a snatched look. So if you guys would like to see the tips that I have, then be sure to just keep on watching. I've already applied my foundation, I've already done my brows and my eyelashes so I don't look incredibly crazy. But the first thing I do to start this routine is I highlight my face. You want to use a highlight shade a few shades lighter than your original foundation. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to apply this right on the inner corner of the eye because this is where my darkest circles are. So I just apply that right there. And then I go in with my Better Skin by Maybelline. And then I typically just draw like a triangle upwards, because this is going to make as if it's kind of a lifted effect. I like the places where light will naturally hit the face. So I apply it right here on the chin, straight down the nose. Try to keep it as straight as possible. And then I come up the forehead and just make a slight T. As so. And then sometimes a lot of people, if they are darker around the mouth, they'll apply the lighter concealer there as well. And then I'm just going to be blending that out besides the nose. Alright, I blended that out. As the nose, we're going to move straight into the contour. Highlighting is a very essential part into your contour and highlight routine, but contouring is the most important part. So we're just going to move right into that. Contouring is different for each individual face. You just need to find the places where you want your face to appear pulled back or smaller. So I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Sculptor contour stick, and I'm going to contour. So the first place I'm going to apply the contour is my nose, because I want this to appear more narrow. So I'm just applying this contour stick on the bridge of my nose. And if you apply a lot of contour at the tip of your nose, it's going to make your nose appear more up. If you want your nostrils to look smaller, you want to apply a little bit right here on the edges of the nostrils. I feel like I have big nostrils, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do my forehead to make this thing appear smaller because it's huge. So I'm just going to draw in where I want it. Do my cheeks. So either you can do the fishy face like this to suck in and you can find the hollow of your cheekbone, or you can follow the top of your ear like to the edge of your mouth, but you don't want to go all the way to the edge of your mouth. You want to stop halfway. So I'm going to follow the top of my ear and I'm going to go halfway to about right there. And you want to put most of the product right by your ear and come to a thin line. As so. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, top of the ear. Stop halfway. Again, putting the most product closest to the ear and making it more thin. You can contour your adult chin and your jawline to make it look more defined. I like to do underneath my lip to make it look more plump. And those are the places that I like to contour. So now I'm going to be blending that out with my beauty blender. blending it out on your forehead, you want to be sure to drag it up to your hairline. But remember to continue to be pressing the product in rather than like rubbing it in, because you don't want to mess up any of the product underneath. And when you're blending out your contour, you want to be sure to not bring it down, because you don't want to look as if you have a 5 o'clock shadow going on. So try to keep it more upward. Now that it's all blended out, we want to be sure to set all this in place. You can either use just a regular face powder to set it all if you're satisfied with how you are highlighted and contour. However, I'm going to amp it up even more. I'm going to be highlighting to brighten up the under eyes, and everywhere I highlighted, I'm going to contour even more where I put the cream contour, just to make it look even more snatched. You know what I mean. So I'm going to be doing that. So what I like to go in to highlight the under eyes is this highlight and contour palette that I received in my BoxyCharm. It's by IBY Beauty, and I've been using this middle shade to highlight underneath the eyes, and I have become obsessed with it. So I'm just going to be setting the under eyes and everywhere that I highlighted to brighten up those areas. Just going to make sure I have no creases, because you do not want to set your creases or any harsh lines. So I'm just going to set where I highlighted, so my chin. And I'm using this e.l.f. blush brush. I'm going to set my under eye. A lot of times I use translucent powder underneath my eye too to brighten it up. I've been really liking the way this has been brightening my under eye. Doesn't look too heavy, but it gives me the brightness that I need. I'm going to highlight the center of my forehead and the bridge of my nose, and just to highlight around my lips, because most of the time I bring that highlighting shade around here and make it look even. Alright, now that that is all set, we are going to now set our contour. The contour shade that I like to go in with is this Wet n Wild contouring palette. It is a bit beat up, but this contour shade is perfect for me. This is in Caramel Toffee, but I don't think they make this anymore because I don't see it in the stores anymore. But they do make this duo, but I don't think they make this shade, which I really enjoy this shade. So I'm going to be going in with my trusty contour brush, and it is the Morphe MB41. So I'm just going to be going in with that shade, and I'm going to intensify the contour, but set it. And remember, you want to keep pressing the product. You don't want to like disturb any of it, so pressing is very important. You're going to want to put most of the product still on your outer ear and bring it in. I'm doing the same thing on this side. Underneath the chin. Underneath that lip. Now the forehead. Remember pressing in and kind of by the hairline. Alright, now the contour is all set. My very last step that I like to do to make sure my contour on my cheekbones are super fierce is to go in with translucent powder. I'm going to be going in Master Fix by Maybelline. You can use any translucent powder, but we're going to define, or we're basically going to clean up the contour to make it look sharp. So I go in with my Beauty Blender by Morphe, which is perfect because it has this flat edge. So I'm going to be taking that on my Beauty Blender as so, and I'm going to just be cleaning up my contour. So I go right below it, like the middle of my ear, and draw a straight line. all the way to the corner of my mouth. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're just gonna let this sit for just a moment, and then we're gonna wipe it off, and then the contour is gonna be snatched. And while we're letting that bake, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. I'm not good at contouring my nose yet. I just recently kind of started, so I don't really have any good suggestions on what to do. All I know is you want to put concealer straight down your nose as straight as you can, contour on the sides. A lot of people bring the concealer highlight shade all the way up to the side of their nose to make it even more snatched, and then of course set it more with powder. So I'm just going to contour the nose where I applied the cream contour with a very light hand, because it can get out of hand very, very quickly. And that's the snatched nose. Still not the best. I still don't know if I even enjoy the nose contour yet, but we're just gonna go with it. Anyways, we're going to wipe the rest of the bakage off. That is the finished look. Looking snatched. Cheeks are snatched. Nose is snatched. Jawline snatched. Forehead smaller. And that's all that I do. I don't do this step every day because clearly it's a lot more steps. Now I would just finish off my makeup. I would add bronzer and some blush. Also, to make your nose look even more better, you want to highlight the center of the nose, which will bring more attention to that, and your chin and your forehead and your cheeks. Anything that you want to bring forward, you want to highlight it. Well guys, I think that's all that I have for you today. I hope you have picked up a few of my tips to help you with your contour and highlight routine. I've just learned it along the way. I am not any expert on how to do this. I've just learned by watching YouTube videos. So I hope by watching this video you could learn a few of my steps and you can implement them into your daily routine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!